Yarrow in the back, and Tolan loves to get forward on the right-hand side, can dictate some of the passing lanes as well. Well, the Brian White, Ryan Gauld show is no longer a secret. Everybody knows what they are capable of. What about Kuba sitting just underneath?
Hoping to advance in the Canadian Championship, hoping to string together yet another win and part of this mini unbeaten run. St. Louis City trying to put an end to their hurting. Jabulo Blum, South African, with a bad giveaway, and it's straight to the feet of Ryan Gauld. Cuts it back. Now it's Brian White, and it's 1-0. It is that man again. He cannot help himself. Goals in 4 straight games. He scores against St. Louis City yet again, coming off of a hat trick against the same side just 2 weeks ago.
Right now, Ryan Gauld and Brian White. He lifts his head up. It's not like he made a blind pass. And very unselfish there. An opportunity to strike it. Touch was a little too far out and can't get the shot off. So little moments like that for St. Louis, just missing by a hair.
Thorensen scores on the second bite of the apple. And St. Louis City, despite being on their heels throughout this first half, have their equalizer.
You're thinking Edward Leuven's going to take this himself as a set piece, but he doesn't. You can see the expected goals there still heavily in favor of Vancouver with their...
Here's Brian White, and he's denied at the near post by Roman Berkey. It sat up nicely for the New Jersey native. Here's Sebastian Berhalter. Now Ryan Gauld. Look out. Comfortable in the end for Roman Berkey. Laborda. Oh, that's a teasing ball. Pico is there. Saved. Follow-up from Brian White is in.
Who gets his first chance saved, but who's there for the rebound? It's Brian White. He sees it go over his head. Maybe Pico calls him off of it.
It's Thorensen and Tim Parker on the back stick who are left alone, and really in a couple of mismatches, just given the sheer size of the two players. And that's going to do it for the first half here from CITYPARK. Vancouver with a 2-1 lead because it's the Brian White show.
St. Louis City is doing is awesome, and this is always one of those I'm like, hey, you're going to pick a stadium, head to that one because it's a first choice one for sure.
Pierre-Luc Lausier gets us underway for this second half. Jaden Reed getting involved. Back for Vasilev. Keeps it low. And it falls to that man, Edu Leuven, and cleared off the line by Veselinovic. Laborda stepping through. Berhalter with a neat little flick. Gauld with options in front of him. Berhalter keeps it low, trying to find Brian White. Might fall for Gauld again. Still loose in the area, takes a deflection, and now it's Raposo! 3-1 Vancouver! Well, it was a mess in front, and Ryan Raposo does not need an invitation to help clean it up.
Raposo finds himself near the penalty spot. Nobody's given up on it, and somehow takes a deflection right there.
Crunching challenge in the middle of the field. White able to win it. Here's Gauld again.
Raposo making that run.
Into the path of Fafa Picault. He might be in. Big save from Roman Berkey. He saw Picault open up his hips, read it the entire way. Kojima. Timely step there from Alessandro Shaw. Vancouver looking to put this game to bed. It's played in for Fafa Picault, and that's a fourth. The wily veteran Fafa Picault puts the final nail in St. Louis City's coffin tonight.
He has put in quite the shift, but it's Schaaf that wins that ball midfield and just lays it off to the left-hand side, and the help defense can't come over from Tim Parker because Brian White stays central. He's got to stay on that mark until the last minute. And as the overlapping run comes once again from Pico, you see Berkey trying to read it all the way. Parker comes over, he can't get there in time.
Vancouver, number 8, committed an end-out offense. The final decision is no goal.
I did not see it. I did not see the handball there. It did not look to me like it changed direction, the spinning of the ball, but it was very tough to tell.
For Sam Adeniran. Clipped in by Reed. Loose in front. Tim Parker might be able to get there, and Takaoka stayed big until the final moment and able to keep it out. Can't get around Ryan Gold because of the magnificent sliding challenge. Now slipping it through, Fafa Picault. Could this be the fourth? Picault around Berkey. It's Fafa Picault.
Going to ground, winning it. Durkin in step. The line was even. Berkey off his line. Picault makes the touch to the side.
Perhaps those transfers that we talked about will provide them with a spark to make a late season run. As Vancouver are looking for a fifth. Schaffer on one defender. And Roman Berkey able to collect, as that will most likely be one of the last actions of the night. And that's going to do it full time. Vancouver yet again in the win column in Major League Soccer. And what a week it has been for them.